Hey guys, today I want to talk about something that I thought would be easy, but is actually really hard. And to be brutally honest with everyone here, I will never be doing this again after finding out the truth about what I took. And as you can tell from the title, I regret taking music, and that is exactly what I took that I thought would be easy, but is actually really hard. And yeah, it is very true, by the way. And I'll tell you why. It's hard to know the notes and stuff. It's very literal gibberish to me. I mean, it's not like a different language to me, but yeah. I mean, I do know 3 different languages. I'm speaking one of them right now, but yeah, we're not going to talk about that now. That's not what this video is about. But this video is about how much I regret taking music. Now, as far as how much I regret it, I will get to that in a second. Oh, hold on a second. Discord notification. Alright, anyway. So now let me tell you guys how much I regret taking it. So, on a scale of 100 to a 0, I regret it 100%. I 100% regret it. Why? Well, number one, the notes are gibberish to me. 2, the tests. Sorry, guys, that was kind of inappropriate, but excuse me for that. But yeah, number 2, the music tests. Now for the music tests, it's not as easy as normal tests, right? Because I mean, and I'll tell you why. You actually have to play the notes instead of actually writing them on a test, right? And to me, I just feel like writing them on a test for some reason. We all have different opinions, and yeah, you can be that way too if you want. But for me, the for the music tests are way harder than writing them on paper or on a computer. But it is what it is, right? Um, it's just the way that the teacher made it up. So yeah, that's the part. That's the biggest part why I regret taking music. And I will not stop regretting taking music until I get out of this year. Now, if we were still doing quads or something like last semester, if we were just doing 10 weeks of 2 periods or something, and when we switched back to 4 periods per day at school or something, if we were still doing that or something, if we were still doing 2, then I would have been done music right now. I would have moved on to 2 new classes for the rest of this year. And I would have been really happy if they didn't do that, because of the fact that how hard music is for me and how much I regret taking it. And moving forward after this year, I will never take music again. And at this point, I don't care if I fail music or not, because music is just hard for me. And how much I regret taking it doesn't mean that I can't, well, just because of how much I regret taking it doesn't mean that I can care if I fail it or not. And because of that, I don't care if I fail it or not. And because of what I want to take for my job or something has nothing to do with playing music and stuff, so I don't have to worry about that. And here's another thing. So I've already picked my new courses for next year, like what classes I'm going to be taking next year, so there's nothing they can do about it. So no matter if I fail or not, there's nothing the student services can do about it. So yeah, they can't switch one of them out for music or something. I mean, if you fail, you have to take it again, but you know, if you already have all your courses written down and everything, which I already have, there's nothing they can do about it. So, yeah. I mean, for everyone or something, if there's a job that you want to take that involves music or something, then if you feel it, you're going to have to take it again. But for me, there's nothing, I don't have to worry about that because I'm not really into music anyways, so. I mean, I'm into guitars, but I don't like, well, for me, guitar is just separated from music for some reason, but yeah. I'm not going to be taking that either because that also sounds hard. So, yeah. But, yeah. Because of the fact that I'm not really wanting to apply to a job that involves music or something, I will not have to take it again. So, yeah. And same with art. Anything that has anything to do with art. I took art this year as well, and trust me, I regretted taking it as much as I do right now with music. Like, I'm so happy that I got out of it, and it was only 10 weeks of that, and now it's just like 5 months of, and now I'm in music for the rest of this year. Like, I've been in it since February, and I didn't know it was that hard until, like, maybe 2 months ago or something like that. I don't know. But, yeah, I still regret it to this day, and once I get out of this year, I will be so happy to be out of it and for just get some time to forget about it and say that I will never take it again after that. So, yeah. Now, the thing is, if there's anything now, I know I sound crazy for this, but I also kind of regretted taking gym too. Well, we didn't have any tests, but the reason I regretted taking gym was because students were not nice to me, right? So, yeah, that's another thing I regretted taking, and yes, I had only 10 weeks of being inside of gym and 10 weeks of being in art. But for the rest of this year, I'm in music. Like, that's so unfair. I mean, I wish it was only 10 weeks still. And if it was 10 weeks or something, 2 days, like 2 periods per day or something, for 10 weeks, I would have already been done music right now and moved on to my last 2 classes for the rest of this year. And I would have been really happy if they didn't do that, but they did it. And now they can't do it again because we're too far, well, because we're too close to the end of this year, apparently. Well, like, we're just at the start of May, and, June is not anywhere around the corner just yet, but it will be once, well, maybe once, like, maybe May 20th or something. It'll be just around the corner by then. But, yeah, either way, I'm not going to stop regretting taking music until I get out of this year. Whether I fail or not, I don't care. I don't care if I fail or not. I regret taking it, and I don't care if I fail it, because I have no job in mind that I want to take that involves music, and what I actually want to be is I want to be a car seller, so that has nothing to do with music at all. So I do not have to take music after this, whether I fail or not. I don't have to, unless there was a job that I wanted to take that involved playing music or something, then I would definitely have to take it again. But either way, it is what it is. I don't care anymore. I'll I'll get through this year. I'll figure out how I'm gonna get through this. I always have. I always will. I'll get through. I will get through it, and everything will be just fine. I hope you guys understand that. Well, actually, before I go, I just want to say that if there's any class that you regret taking and don't like, that's fine. Like, if you're in high school or something and if you're in a class right now that you don't like and regret taking, that's fine. You don't have to like it, and you can regret it as much as you want. And after you're done, and once you've passed or not, and if there's a job that you want to do that has nothing to do with what you took, then you don't have to do it again if you don't want to, unless you want to try again. But you don't have to if you don't want to. But for me, once I'm done, I will definitely not be taking gym. I will definitely not be taking art again. And I will definitely not be taking music again. But, it is what it is. I don't care anymore. I will get through the rest of this year. I will survive whether I fail or not. I've passed more tests than I failed tests, so I wouldn't be surprised if I failed a test in music. So, yeah, considering how hard it is for me. But I don't care. I just don't. I don't care if I fail or not. And that's the most important thing. Because if you don't want, well, because if I don't want to do a job that has anything to do with playing music or something like that, then that's good because I won't be able to after all that. And I don't care about that because I don't like playing music at all. So, yeah, too much waste of breath all the time anyway. So, yeah, well, for me, anyways. But either way, it is what it is. I don't care anymore. I'm going to get through this. I don't care if I fail the course or not. I'm still going to get through it. And I will. And once I get out of school, I will be just so happy that I got out of it. And yeah, that's all. That's all I have to say. Is I don't care anymore if I fail. I don't care if I fail the course or not. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you understand that that if there's a class that you don't like and regret taking, that you don't have to take it anymore. If you regret taking it so much, or if you don't like it, then you don't have to do it. Then you don't have to take it. So yeah, I hope you guys understand that as much as I do, and I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to you guys later. I'm Morris Carlson.